To start, you will need a wreath ring, permanent marker, duct tape, aluminum foil, zip ties, scissors, and poster boards. To start the process, you're going to first trace over the wreath over one of the poster boards. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because with the poster boards, it's pretty much providing support for the light. So as you can see, I'm tracing the outside of it, and also I'm going to trace the inside of the wreath because I'm going to cut both the outside and the inside of it. Once we're done tracing the wreath on one of the poster boards, we're going to begin cutting. And honestly, this is one of the most tedious parts of the process because we want to cut as much as the excess paper as possible. And so that I found was the most time consuming. But as you can see, I'm cutting around it as much as possible. Now I'm starting to cut the inside of it because again, we are building support for the whole ring light. So I'm cutting that as well. Once I'm done with cutting the first trace, I'm going to trace it again on the second poster board. Unfortunately, I should have bought a thicker poster board, but since I didn't, I had two of them, so I was going to do a cutout of both of them, and that would give me a bigger and thicker support for the light. So now I'm done tracing over the second poster board. So now I will begin cutting it out. Honestly, this wasn't like my favorite part of the process because I just kind of feel like a little kid doing a craft project, but it didn't take me as long as the first poster board because I kind of had like a method in hand of how I was going to do the cutout. And so as you can see, I'm just cutting away and trying to get it over with as fast as possible. So now I am done with that, and so now I'm going to tape both of the posters cut out of the ring, and as you can see, I'm doing that. And so once I tape that, I am now wrapping that around with aluminum foil. And pretty much with the aluminum foil, it will give a brighter reflection off of the light. And so that's why it's important to wrap the cutouts with the aluminum foil. So now I have completed the process of wrapping the cardboard paper with the aluminum foil. I also added a few pieces of duct tape just so it wouldn't come apart. So now we have the wreath, and now we have the lights, and now we're beginning the process of wrapping the lights around the wreath. That is the lights that I use during this process. So as I took the lights out of the box, I began to wrap the lights around the wreath, and to secure the lights, I used the zip ties. So pretty much I just placed the lights around the wreath accordingly, and once I placed the lights, I added the zip ties to secure it in place. I would also like to mention, like, when you're placing the light down and securing it with the zip ties, you want to make sure that you go under the light to secure it in place. So when I was building the light, I also added extra zip ties just so we can make sure that the light is secured as best as possible. So that's what I was doing there. So I'm done with that. So now I'm just cutting the excess lines from the zip ties. So now we have completed the process of clipping the extra lines from the zip ties. Now I'm going to add the aluminum foil support and add that with the ring. And to secure that in place, I'm going to add more zip ties and zip tie the aluminum foil with the ring. So that's what I'm doing now. Once you complete the process of zip tying the aluminum foil cardboard with the wreath of lights, you're pretty much done with the process, and you just need to plug in the light and you have your inexpensive ring light. Before the light, it's dark. Now, here's the light. So this is after doing the DIY. I have to think about it. Okay, so this is after the DIY. As you can see, just natural light and this light. So.
And you want to hold it? Basically.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy.